What is going on, guys? Welcome back. So today I thought I would share with y'all what I've been working on, which are AI agents. And as a software engineer, there are a lot of things we have to do on a day-to-day basis if you want to be as successful as possible. We have plenty of things to do at work, and then outside of work, we also need to keep up with new opportunities. We need to keep up with the news. We have, tons of other systems, keeping up with your brag document, keeping up with your behavioral stories, and there are plenty of things that we have to do on a day-to-day basis. So I always had this vision of having a bunch of AI agents doing things for me, like reading the news, applying to jobs for me, doing other stuff for me, right? And I was working on an app called Hive, and I thought that would be really interesting, but sadly there are too many players in the space. There's UiPath, Zapier, we also have OpenClaw now. There's Hermes, and now Notion has its own AI agents. And I thought it would be fun to go through some of my AI agents that I set up and how they could be beneficial for you. So let's get into it. So first things first, we're using Notion. So Notion has its own, AI agents, which are pretty useful, and I think it kind of covers everything that OpenClaw and Hermes are doing as of right now. These AI agents, as of right now, they can't like go to a website, scrape the website, and just like, log into your LinkedIn or do anything like that. There are libraries like Stagehand and other libraries that do stuff like this, but I don't think we're there yet. Quickly you can just like set up an agent. You can like ask it to do a bunch of different stuff, and it'll create an agent for you. And then you can kind of talk to it like, if you had an employee, who just started, they'll make some mistakes. So you're gonna have to like remind them, like, okay, this is wrong. I don't like this. I don't like the way you did this. And they have an instructions text file that it'll update. So but basically, you guys have my Notion template. You can check out the link in the description if you need that. But, one thing you can do at the end of every week is have a behavioral story, AI agent. So you can basically just talk to this agent and it'll come up with some, behavioral questions in the star format, and it'll just like add it to your Notion template. So, for example, we have our behavioral stories, right? So we have like tons of behavioral stories, that I've added so far over my career, and let's try to add a story. Like this is probably the one of my first projects when I started programming. So we could just talk to it. So I could say something like, early in my career, I was working on a new feature for, a mobile point of sale system. And I ended up having to create a new feature in which I needed to search a catalog of items. So there sometimes would be like, customers would be trying to place orders for about like 50 different items, but, the menu item would get really long. So I needed a way to search, or the team needed a way to search, for specific items. We had a lot of customer requests trying to search different items in this cart of items. So I ended up having to learn a lot of Android fundamentals to get this feature through. I ended up having to dig deep into our code base and learn all the different architecture, learn how to add a new menu item, learn how to search for specific items, and then using the recycler view in Android, I could like search for a specific item and highlight it. And afterwards I learned that this would save about like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of our employees trying to search for items in the cart. And I ended up learning a lot, and there were a lot of obstacles in which our team, or my team, wasn't like super happy with like the way I had coded it. So I had like a lot of different blockers in which I had to reach out to my teammates to understand like the best way to implement this feature since I was new. And also I needed to coordinate with my manager for deploying this feature. And afterwards I did learn a lot. I learned a lot about Android. I learned a lot about what our customers needed, trying to reduce a business process. And in the end, I think, it probably saved about 10 minutes for each employee who was like doing mobile checkouts. So not the best story. This is probably like one of the earliest stories in my career, but I'm curious to see how this agent will create this story. So what it'll do is it'll like look through all the stories I have. It'll try to create a new page, and it'll try to like format it in a way that makes sense. So let's like take a look at this. So basically, it wrote it as early career, worked on a mobile point of sale system. Customers' employees often had to build orders with around 50 items, which made the item menu list long and slow to navigate. And there were repeated customer requests for a faster way to find specific items during mobile checkout. And the action is, I dug into the existing Android code base and architecture to understand how menu items were rendered and how to safely add new functionality. Learned key Android fundamentals needed for the change, including recycler view patterns. Implemented an endless search flow for item catalog cart, including highlighting the matched item to speed selection. Worked through feedback on the initial implementation by partnering with teammates to align on the best practices and refactor towards the team's preferred approach. Coordinated with the manager to plan and ship the change safely. Reduced time spent for the items during checkout by 50 to 10 minutes per employee per checkout session, especially for large orders. Improving the speed of mobile checkout process and addressing some common pain points. And, I learned that building features in a large existing code base requires quickly learning architecture conventions and getting early feedback. Iterating on implementation based on team review improved code quality and helping me ramp faster. And, small UX improvements, search highlight can remove meaningful friction from frontline flows. And, whatever skills I had, dive deep, learning, be curious. Some perseverance was in there, invent and simplify, and customer obsession. So, it is pretty good. It did format it in a way I like. If you really want to change some things, you can go ahead and ask your agent to like change some things. Like maybe we'll talk about like some of the metrics, or maybe I'll talk more about the impact. So it gave me some improvements. So add one sentence to the constraint trade-off, performance on large list, offline catalog size, or architectural limitations made the first approach controversial. Clarify your specific ownership. Did you design the UX, implement end-to-end, add test, telemetry, run rollout, etc.? Maybe I could talk about it. Like say, I was responsible for the rollout and testing, and, after we had deployed it, I, made sure all crashes, or all failures for that feature were mitigated. And I rolled out the feature with, 0 bugs and 0 crashes. And the agent will go ahead and do that, change the story to fit that. So I definitely updated it. It came up with the scope and, different skills that this, attaches to. So the next agent I want to talk about is my job application bot. So this agent will basically go and apply to like 15 to 20 roles every single day. It'll go on LinkedIn, Indeed, Wellfound, Y Combinator jobs. And I gave it my resume, what kind of roles I'm looking for, what kind of salary I'm looking for, location, etc. And, giving it my preferences, it'll go and look at these websites and try to find some job postings. And, since I already linked it up with my Notion, so here I have my Notion for my job applications. I have like the different roles I'm looking for, all the different job applications, and, I can just ask it. Well, every day it'll run at a certain time, but right now I'll just, run it just to show you guys. I could say something like, could you go and find 5 different jobs that, match whatever criteria I'm looking for, my qualifications, and, add that to my Notion database. Make sure that they're pretty interesting jobs, like bigger jobs, like, I don't know, like larger companies, not like big tech, but just like, Visa, Home Depot, Amazon, things like that. And, it'll go off and it'll look for some interesting job positions that I can apply to. Sadly, we're not at that place where it'll go into the website, fill out the forms, and just submit it. So basically, it's just creating new entries for me to look into every single day, and I can just quickly, look at it, see if it's a good fit, apply to it, move on to the next one. And this takes me like not that long. It used to take me like an hour to 2 hours to apply to 10 jobs a day because I have to look through it and fill out the forms and stuff. But, having an agent that'll find jobs for me, it takes me like maybe 20, 30 minutes to apply to all of these roles every single day, which is, a lot of time saved if you're thinking about every single day. So it went ahead and applied to 5 jobs for me. These look kind of good. So here we have Lowe's. So it's like a React JavaScript application, and we have we have a Visa position, Publix, software engineer, POS, Amazon Dev 2, an AI ML developer 2. So these are like pretty good jobs, and I would just sit here, I would just check out the link. So let's check out this role that it just uploaded. Let's check it out. Okay, it's no longer accepting applications. So there are some wonkiness to this. It doesn't really know if the, job posting is still valid or not. But, we can apply to this role. And, every day it'll give you 5 to 15 different roles. And, it's up to you to check these out and look at if these are still valid for you. And, you can ask it to apply to a few more if, most of these job postings, don't meet your criteria. So it's definitely pretty helpful. It takes it used to take like an hour to 2 hours to apply to 10 jobs a day for me. And, now it takes me like 30 minutes, which is definitely an improvement on time if you're thinking about every single day. So, definitely a useful agent. Okay, so now let's talk about how we can set up a new agent. So, there's like different templates, but I wanted to make an agent that, scrapes the news for interesting tech. If you're trying to be a founder, an entrepreneur, trying to learn all the new trends in AI and all the interesting, exciting stuff happening. I think spending like an hour or 2 hours looking through the news can be kind of a lot of work. So, I like to go to Hacker News. I like to go to New York Times, the Wall Street Journal. Maybe sometimes I'll read some research papers, but I always thought it would be cool to have an agent that would scrape these news sources, even Google News. And, we can look through these and it'll give me like a good update, on what's happening in the world. So let's just, go ahead and type this out. So I could say, I want to make an agent that goes to hackernews.com, newyorktimes.com, and, Wall Street journal.com, and look at the tech sections. I am a aspiring startup founder interested in new advancements in technology and AI. Give me the top stories of the day every single day at noon, and I want the output to be easy to read and exciting for me to learn about. Give me some links to the original articles. So yeah, basically it's going to go through all these, news sources. It's going to find all the very interesting technical news, all the new advancements. It's going to, summarize that and give that to me. Let's try Google News too. GoogleNews.com. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to let it run off. And, hopefully come up with some good news for the day. So as you can see, it's not that hard. You're basically just talking to it. It's like if you had an employee and they didn't know jack shit, you're basically just telling them like everything that they need to do. Like, I want you to go to Hacker News. I want you to go to New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Google News. I want you to find all the news that's like interested, or everything that I'm interested in. So every day. So let's just try to run this agent. So I just, it came up with this instructions, file. As you can see, it's like it has an overview, sources, daily schedule, what to produce each run. So today's top tech stories, 5 to 10 items, headline, why it matters, the source, AI, frontier tech, style and formatting, it wants to avoid long walls of text, rewriting entire articles, overly generic AI is changing everything commentary. So, it's like, it had some pretty good intuition. So let's just try to run this agent. So let's see what today's top tech stories are for Saturday, May 9th. So yeah, let's see what a takeaway is. The edge right now isn't just using AI, it's wrapping AI with trust, privacy, and policy, because that's where adoption either accelerates or dies in enterprises and regulated markets. So, it's kind of interesting. Every single day at noon, I can just read through the news instead of spending like a few hours reading through all these different websites. I have an AI bot that basically does it for me. And as you can see, it's pretty simple to set up. So, I don't see why you guys aren't doing stuff like this. So yeah, that's it. Hopefully you learned something. These agents, I've been kind of looking forward for them for a long time. And, they're not really there yet. I would just love if they did like all of my work for me. You know what I'm saying? So it would definitely be cool if they could apply to jobs for me, if they could interview for me, if they could do my job for me. And, I think that's like the direction we're heading in. So, if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave a comment, and I will see y'all in the next one.